here and now. I am connected to this divine source of love that guides me through this world. I make an impact with each being I meet. Today is exactly what I need for my highest good, for my highest good. I am worthy for my highest good, for my highest good. I am worthy. I am accepted by this divine source of love that rises through this world. I make an impact with each heartbeat. I am exactly who I need for my highest good, for my highest good. I am worthy for my highest good, for my highest good. I am worthy. I am connected to this.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease, and may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease, and may we be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. with loving kindness. I am well, I am peaceful and at ease, and I am happy. I am happy. I am happy.
Good morning, everybody. So good to see everybody on this bright and sunny day. Isn't it a beautiful day here in the neighborhood? So glad you've joined us today. We're also, Astra's here with music, so we're going to open up with the music here. Let's welcome Astra.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me? Okay. So in the spirit of opening up, please join me in singing I Am Opening so we can open to the
Beautiful, Astra. Thank you so much. As we just open up today, I want to welcome all of you, each and every one of you, for being here today, being part of our community. I welcome people who are joining us online. Thank you for tuning in, so to speak, and enjoying your Sunday morning with us. It's so delightful to be here today. I'm Reverend Jay. For those who don't know, I'm the spiritual director here, and so happy to be part of this community as I welcome all of you. But it's not all about me. I'd like you to welcome each other too. So if you turn to the people around them, introduce yourself and say you're glad they're here. It's joyous to be in community, I think, to connect with each other and to find this aliveness in our connection to each other. If this happens to be your first time with us, welcome, either online or here in the community. We have a special acknowledgement of you later in the service, but in the meantime, sit back and enjoy the wonderful service we have in store for you. We'd like to begin with our vision and mission statement, so if you'll look on screen and read with me. We are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission statement, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. So good to be in community. I hope everybody survived Halloween. Also yesterday and today is the Day of the Dead, and a very tradition of Mexican culture to celebrate those who passed before us and honor them. We had a healing circle in here on a Saturday morning to do that, and that was really wonderful to do, but I know I continue to think about those that have brought me great joy in my life, and so I invite you to do that too on these special days of these holidays. We are starting a new series this month called The Art of a Grateful Heart, and the most important part of that gratitude is this Saturday. I mean, we've been talking about it for weeks now, but it's this coming Saturday that we're having the appreciation dinner. We want to acknowledge all of you for being a part of this community, for serving as a volunteer, for contributing to our vision and mission, being part of committees, the board, practitioners, all those ways that you're involved. We want to thank you for that. Now, if you're new to the community, you're welcome to come and join us also, because you're part, just by stepping into this room, you're part of this community, so you're always welcome. And we need you to sign up today if you haven't already signed up, because we need to count for food. We need to know if you're coming. So please put down your name and how many people are coming with you. We'd really appreciate that, so we have a sense of that. So please, and come join us. It'll be fun. Julianne is going to do a sing-along with us, and we're going to have great food. We're providing the whole food to let the cat out of the bag. We're doing bootables that night, so it'll be, I know a lot of people have dietary restrictions or preferences, I guess I would call it, and so you could take your preferences and add what you want to your bowl and be happy and come back if you want more. So it's all good. And we'll have wine and specialty waters as well. So please join us at 5 o'clock on Saturday. And parking, I would advise you to be close to 5 because of parking on Saturday nights. So. And then also we're engaging people in a different way. We're starting a visioning team that'll start in December. And today is the first, just the new, we've had a community engagement team, but some new people are involved in it now. And so we'll meet out in the courtyard today, out by the benches out here. And we're also including right now this engagement team to be part of a music advisory team. Eventually we'll separate those two. But if you're interested in the music here at the center and giving input about that, as well as upcoming events, and not only, or maybe we're deciding between events, help us decide which ones you think would best fit this community and how we're going to unroll them or create them and advertise them and market them. So these are all part of the community engagements. And then also we're inviting virtual members to be a part of that. And you can just come to the meeting today or email NVCSL1237 to be a part of that. We are going to have a coat and glove drive that starts November 15th. And then Ann is here. Ann, could you stand up so people know you? This is Ann House, and she does some wonderful work with what's called soul collage. And she's doing a workshop. It's the same day as our annual dinner, but it's in the morning, so you can do both. You really can. And it's a beautiful event that we invite you to be part of. And if you have any questions, you can talk to Ann or sign up at the information table. I think it'll be an extraordinary workshop that's on Saturday morning there on the 8th as well. And then save the dates coming up. We have a December 6th. I know it just turned November, but we need to, when it comes to the holidays, we've got to think ahead. So we're going to have a sanctuary holiday decorating on the 6th, the winter solstice celebration on the Thursday the 18th, then Tuesday the 23rd, the annual candle lighting service. So mark those in your calendars. Those are always fun events. We transform this sanctuary into a beautiful winter wonderland, so to speak. So please know that we are always interested in serving you, the practitioners, and I with prayer, that we considered our purpose and our privilege and our honor to be able to pray for you. So after the service, practitioners will be available for prayer up front. You can come join them in a one-on-one affirmative prayer. You can fill out prayer requests in the lobby or online, and we'll pray on those weekly to know the higher truth for you. So thank you for being a part of that. Now we'll start with our sacred part of our service with music and prayer follow. We just take a deep breath in this moment. And just feeling our hearts open to receive the good, the wisdom, and the truth that is sourced in spirit itself. That we are just connected with this divine that's within and all around us. Just knowing within us this peace brings a smile to our face and joy in our heart. Just knowing right now that all is well. No matter what is happening outside of ourselves, our worries, our concerns, we know that Spirit hears them, and for now we can set them aside just to be at peace and in love. We just take a moment of quiet to be in this place. Just one more breath in. and just letting it go, sinking into this sense of peace that's in the room. And so it is. Well, welcome once again. Once again, this in October and the first Sunday in November, we invite community members to come up and share, because it's good to hear from the way that different people apply spiritual principles in their lives and how it's working. So this Sunday, I'd like to invite Suzanne James up to this. Come on up. So welcome, Suzanne. I so appreciate your willingness to speak to us today. You are, if you don't know Suzanne, she's just this light that's always smiling no matter what's going on with her. She's always just got something positive to say. And you've been in this New Thought teachings for a while now. How did you get started in New Thought and Unity and Center for Spiritual Living? It should be on. Blue?
Hello. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah,
my
yeah, we can
voice
hear
is
you.
really soft. Just raise your hand if you can't hear me. I'll just try and project more. But anyway, hello, and I'm so glad to be here with you this morning. It was a very kind invitation of Jay to have me come. Let me give you a little context. About 15 years ago, I was coming home. I commuted from my practice for an hour every night. Slid off the road for the second time in Minnesota, where I was living. And I got home and I said to my husband, "What in the world are we doing in Minnesota?" We had been there for 40 years, and it was a real adventure until it wasn't. So he said, "Let's move to California." I said, "What?" He said, "You've got all sorts of family out there. Your kids are out there, your grandkids are out there. Let's move to California." After I got over the initial shock, I thought it was a great idea. So the next year, almost a year, we were busy selling our house, making the move here, and it all went just as smooth as silk. It was meant to be, of course. So we were out here in 2011. Now, prior to coming out, my daughter had introduced me to Unity Church, where she lived in Bellevue. I just had my heart and eyes opened. It was a female minister. And for somebody who grew up in the Catholic Church, it was just mind-boggling. The music was really jazzy. They had a combo that played. People that came around while we sat and asked if we wanted to pray with them. I was very taken with that, and I said, that's going to be my next step. After I move, I'm going to contact a Unity Church. I'd been raised Catholic and went through all of that, and it fit beautifully. I was very fortunate. It was all a good experience with the nuns and the priests that I came in contact with. But I was ready for a change. It didn't fit anymore. So I found that there was a Unity Church in Napa. And lo and behold, my next door neighbors went there every Sunday. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that, right?
Synchronicity.
So that's how I got started, and I was with Unity for 10 years. I'd never heard of the New Thought movement at all in all of my Catholic training. Of course not. Because as I understand it, the New Thought is we have immediate access to the divine within. We don't need an emissary to connect us.
Or forgive us.
Or forgive us. Yes.
Yeah. Let's not forget that part.
Let's not forget that part. Oh, it reminds me of meeting member in Unity, and she said, I was raised Christian Science, which was also part of that New Thought movement. And Unity is the Christian Science without the guilt.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was very telling. It was very meaningful.
And more open, too.
And more open, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I started going down every week with my neighbors. It was a really good experience. Got on the board, and lo and behold, I had to stay there. Nobody else wanted to step in. So as our church gradually died, I was there. We had our celebration of life. When it did die, we closed our doors. And it was here at the Center for Spiritual Living that we had our ceremony. Isn't that something? So I took a couple months off to recover and organize the mountains of files I've got. I'm still doing that for my 10 years at Unity, and then moved over here. And it was such an easy transition because it is so similar to what I got familiar with. And I loved the openness. I loved the joy. I loved the community connection. That to me is what church is all about, really. How do we worship together, not just individually, but as a community? And talking with people, gradually getting to know people. Yeah, it's been a great journey.
Yeah. I remember one thing you shared with me when we met this week is that Unity, the founders are Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, and people pushed him to write down a statement of beliefs so they had something to hang on. And he was always resistant to it because he thought it would be put in concrete down. So he reluctantly came up with 5 principles, but he said, okay, this is what it is for now, but you can always change it. And Ernest Holmes did the same thing. He put a statement of what we believe, but he said we're open at the top. He said, I believe in us continuing to evolve, and I know things naturally will evolve because that's the nature of spirit. So I love how they had a similar teacher. They both were taught by a woman named Emma Curtis Hopkins, who was a profound teacher at the time, taught over 50,000 students, but including these 2 founders of Unity and the philosophy of Centers for Spiritual Living.
Yes, it's a wonderful story. I love it. That's what really persuaded me. The idea that our apprehension of truth can change. And what we have now as principles is kind of like that's what we had in 3rd grade. And we're ready for high school. So it's an evolution, and we continue that if we're open to it. I think that's really exciting about it.
Right, and room for a variety of beliefs also within the same
Absolutely.
community.
So what are tools that I use that are similar, I guess, in both? Meditation, quiet. Every morning, that's the first thing I do, even if I have to get up early.
This morning it was easier.
Easier this morning, right. I had an extra hour last night. Readings. I heard recently of readings, the Divina Alexio, divine readings, so spiritual readings. So those are the 2 things I try and get in the morning to set my day right, to have a little guidance going out. I'm finding this time of life is really rich as we get older, and I'm probably in the last quarter of my life, maybe less. We'll see. I've just being quiet. My husband passed away 3 years ago, and for the first time in my life, I am living alone. First time. And I didn't know how that would be, but I wasn't particularly worried about it. And it's wonderful. I'm so glad.
Don't give me the ideas, okay?
So I spend more time alone now, and big noisy crowds don't call me. The things that were really fun for me 10 years ago, it's like, not anymore. So it's a very rich time of life. And being here with you all at the center and with you, Jay,
It's my
is a
pleasure
part
to
of
have
that.
you here as part of this community.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're
Let's give her a round of applause. You're welcome. So what's interesting about Unity is that I got my my first New Thought Church was Unity, and there are many similarities. They used to be a little more Jesus-oriented than we were, and we used to be kind of anti-Jesus, and now we're both like, it's all good. So we're more alike than we were some time ago. And the story of how Unity actually met here first, this was their building, and then we were in other places, and then we moved here, and several members that attend now are part of that Unity Church. So we're all one. So it's wonderful, especially here in Napa. So let's have some more music. Thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful to hear your story around that. I am going to be sharing a new song with you here today. And realize that have a theme of openness with the theme this month of being gratitude. You know, we can only open to the gifts of gratitude if we're open. So hopefully the lyrics are here for you, because I'd love for you to sing along with me for this new song I wrote. I am enough exactly as I am right now. I open myself to divine grace and grandness. You can sing that with me. I am enough exactly as I am right now. I open myself to divine grace and grandness. I open to you, dear God. I open to you, dear Guru. I open to you, Divine Mother. I open to your blessings. Thank you for the grace. Thank you for this 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 grace. I am enough exactly as I am right now. I open my heart to divine grace and grandness. I am enough exactly as I am right now. I open my heart to divine grace and grandness. I open to you, grace and grandness.
What a great song. I'm glad you're adding that to our repertoire. We'll love to sing that with you more often. It's great. Thank you. Thank you. So as I mentioned, we're on a new theme this month, the art of a grateful heart. And I'm excited about this. Now, I know that often in November we have a theme of gratitude, and I hope it doesn't become the same thing that we keep talking about. But I think it's important to keep it in our forefront, to keep it in our mind, how gratitude really does transform our lives. And it can be a spiritual practice, an art that we practice, just like any kind of art. Over time, we get more skilled and becomes more automatic. And, beginning musicians or artists of different kinds, they have this image in their head, right? And then they begin to paint it or play it, and it doesn't sound or look or you experience it quite like they thought it would. But that's because you need to develop your skills. You need to develop your craft. You need to practice. And the same with gratitude, that it is an art that we practice. And the other thing is, we being humans often forget the power of gratitude. There was a story of two elderly men who were lifetime friends, and they ran into each other. And one said, "You look rather glum today. Are you okay?" And the guy goes, Yeah, I'm okay." And he goes, "Well, what's going on?" He goes, Well, like 4 weeks ago it was, that a relative died and they left me $50,000. And the other guy goes, "Wow, that's great. And the next week, my great aunt died and she left me $100,000. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, yeah, but then last week, a relative I didn't even know left me $250,000. He goes, "Wow, that's amazing. What? Then I don't understand why you're so glum." And he goes, "Well, this week, nothing." So see how quickly we forget? And I think that this reminder of just how gratitude is really sourced internally from the source of the divine, that all that we give, we receive. Yes, it's a courtesy, perhaps, to thank anybody who gave us a gift, or somebody who has served us in a restaurant or any kind of things like that. We say thank you as a courtesy. And I'd like to see us consider that it goes deeper than that it becomes an internal experience of love, an eternal experience of gratitude, that even when we thank somebody, even when we pay a bill or give something, whether it's of service or of monetary, that we come from within when we thank, that we remember the source of our abundance, of our abilities to serve, of our heart of giving. I know the other day when a couple weeks ago when we were repainting the sanctuary, and I was grateful there were so many people there to help out, because we did like 12 hours of work. I figured out an hour and a half, counting what everybody did. But I also was touched by how joyous people were in giving and volunteering and serving. And I forget that, because I get so caught up in what needs to be done, whether at my house or here, that I forget that there is a heart of volunteering that opens us up to the joy of what that is. And what we need to also remember is that gratitude is actually an ancient practice. I was reminded of that when Robin Kammerer, her book Braiding Sweetgrass, that I was reading, and her talking about reciprocity that I've talked about before, the whole Native American practice of giving for anything they take from nature, anything they harvest, that they always give a gift back to it because they want this circulation. And what I also love is that our parent organization, the editors of the Center for Spiritual Living, Science and Mind magazine, voted her to be the hero of the year, the 2025 hero of the year, because they see her as a grounding force for good, and a passion to create a unified world. And what a beautiful thing in this time that seems so divided among people, that we have this force that we claim. And she's not all the heroes they do every year in the magazine. By the way, the magazine's a great magazine. I encourage you to subscribe, because it's not only great articles, but it has little featured ones that are just little page things. It's easy to read. It's easy to pick up like any kind of magazine, but it's spiritually focused. And so every year that they choose this hero, and I just appreciated that they chose a Native American and somebody who is outside of our organization. It's sort of like our Compassionate Heart Awards we do every year. And it's that way of honoring the spiritual tradition that she has had. And I know gratitude is continually on not only here as in our community, but as a movement. And one thing they've done, I'm not sure if I do have this as a slide. So like I said, we're open at the top. I mentioned that, right? When I was talking to Suzanne, open at the top. So one thing we crafted these 5 steps of affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment it's also called, and they just changed it. I go, wait, you can't change that. There's 5 steps. No, this is how they changed it. They kept the same 5 steps. But what they're saying, and every step, add gratitude. Oh, I do that anyway. My prayers always start with gratitude, and there's gratitude in it. So when we talk about recognition, I'm grateful for the infinite wisdom, the love that is all around me. I'm so grateful for it. Notice when you do that, rather than just saying, I know there's God is everywhere, but I'm grateful that God is everywhere, opens you up even more. And to the unification, I'm one with Spirit, and I am thankful for the life force that is always healthy, abundant, and peaceful within me. See how the gratitude opens you up even more. The realization, I'm gratefully acknowledge the Spirit is moving through me, creating this intention, this healing, this realization. And Thanksgiving, which before was the place, okay, gratitude only goes in this little step. You know, that's very rigid. We want to be open. So you still more gratitude there. With the gratitude, I acknowledge that my intention is manifesting perfectly in accordance with spiritual laws. And the release, letting go, I gratefully release my intention, knowing that the universe is responding to my highest good. You don't have to know these 5 steps of prayers to have gratitude in your prayers. Just be grateful for Spirit is moving in and through your life, that the universe is responding to your request. It opens your heart. Nothing else you pull away from today or any other of my talks or classes is open heart is creative because it opens you to Spirit coming through it and opportunities that are around you. This week I was at Home Depot, one of my favorite places to be. But I tend to be a person who comes in, goes into Home Depot, get what I want, and leave. I don't linger in Home Depot. It's not like a social thing. But I found myself last week getting some paint there, and paint, particularly I have a very set routine for paint. I go to the paint counter, order my paint, I go get the other things I need, come back, the paint's ready, and I go check out, right? So I order my paint, go do my things, come back, the paint's not ready. There's a problem. They had the wrong size. They're out of a certain kind of paint I wanted, so I reconfigured the order. And now, what do I do? Because I've already done all the things I need to do. I am bound to be in this Home Depot until my paint is ready. So I think about it for a moment. Well, I am grateful that they're adjusting to the paint I want. It reminded me of when I'm leaving on an airplane and they tell me there's a delay because of mechanical issues. I'm always grateful. Take as much time as you need to get that airplane just right, because I'm always a little nervous getting on the plane anyway and trusting all is working in divine order. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this. And then I noticed that I also just began to watch people. I liked it. And I was just struck by how weird and wonderful people are. And guess what? As I look out today, yep, weird and wonderful. It's what we are. Michelle and I think this slide is next. Let me see where that slide is. There it is. Michelle and I went to a Halloween party, and we decided to embrace our weirdness and our wonderfulness. If you don't recognize, I'm Clark Kent, who's, ready to open my clothes up and become Superman, and I've with Batwoman there, and I'm doing some investigative reporting on what Batwoman is doing as Clark Kent. Anyway, we had fun at the party, and I think I would invite all of you to embrace your weirdness, whether it's on Halloween or any day. Somebody said today, I guess I'm being human today, and yeah, that's what happens sometimes. And to have fun, find the joy of being just our unique self. And the world needs our uniqueness. needs us not to fit into a category, being concerned about what other people think about what we're doing. Just be you. The world needs it. And the world continues to open up to our gratitude as a way to do that. Now, the word gratitude is a Latin word that comes from gratia, which is the base words of graciousness and gratefulness, meaning thanks and appreciation. And for the most part, it's talking about an external part of ourselves. But what's interesting is this Latin word is also the base for grace. And grace is an interesting word. Generally, it means unearned love. And most of the time when people think about it, they're thinking about a God out there that they receive love from, and they don't do anything to earn it. Now, that's fine if they want to believe it that way. I like the part that they think is God is love. I am more an internal, thinking God is within me and all around me. And this love that I find within me, I don't have to do anything to earn that. And what if our gratitude is like that too? What if we feel grateful, not because we receive something, we get something, but because just life is so wonderful that we breathe, we walk, we connect, we are. We can be grateful just because we are. We are right here, right now, opening up to this experience. Robert Emmons, I don't know if you know him, he's a professor at UC Davis. He's known as the world's leading scientific expert on gratitude. And he has done research that shows that gratitude has positive effects on physical health, emotional balance, social harmony, and helps us deal better with adversity. So we know that there's some positive things to it, but I think it goes further than that. I do believe that gratitude is transformational, and it can bring us hope and resilience, and that our gratitude can have ripple effects on our lives. So first, this idea of that is transformational. So we know that if we are opening to the truth of who we are, if we notice this gratitude, we can connect in deeper ways. Now, like when I was in Home Depot, I found unexpected gratitude. And often our gratitude, if someone gives us an unexpected compliment or unexpected gift, or how about this one, when you're ready to go to a meeting and the meeting gets canceled. You know how fun that is? An unexpected gift of time, right? And yet, I think that unexpectedness gives you a moment to pause about how wonderful life is. And yet that same pause can be in anywhere in our lives, that we can pause and notice, even if I think it's expected that there's gratitude there, that we can find things that are good and wonderful and beautiful. Sometimes weird and sometimes wonderful, or maybe it's just weird and wonderful in those ways. That we can expect that to happen. And it becomes a tool of awareness, a tool of contemplation, gratitude does, to reflect on what we are grateful for. Now, on the way in, and if we missed you, there's I give you a bookmark with 7 practices of gratitude, and there's one for each day of the week. If you miss, you can start today on the bottom if you want to, or Monday, or if you miss a day, it doesn't matter, just go to when it is. You can, some people are journalers, some people just prefer to contemplate. I'm more of a contemplator. I have a friend who journals so much he has like volumes of his journals in his bookshelf, but that's not me. I journal some, but generally I sit in quiet and notice things, and that works for me. So whatever works for you, and just use that as a reminder of things to be grateful for in that way. And what I know is when we pause to be grateful, we pay attention. So there's opportunities for meaningful conversations, or tasks begin to have some joy in there. We're open to intuition. We gain insight and understanding. It's that reflection process we go through that happens, because we know gratitude changes everything. We also know that grateful hearts bring us hope and resilience. Now, I'm not talking about the hope that's a false hope or a wish hope that is like a Pollyanna positive thinking, oh, it will be better. Yeah, I'm talking about the hope that's within us, that we know, that we have a sense of the divine within us. We know that there is something beautiful coming through life, even if we're not experiencing yet. And that when we're in gratitude, it opens us up for those opportunities. What's interesting about our kind of affirmative prayer that we teach here, we have gratitude. It's a really important part of this prayer. Gratitude for what is not yet, but we know is coming. That's a hard one to have sometimes. A really hard one to have. And so it's okay if you don't have that all the time. Because life has become where you don't feel it, you're not experiencing a shift, you don't know if it's ever going to come. That's okay. But I encourage you to continue to be open to the possibility. And to pray with a practitioner, because they'll know that for you. And trust that, I mean, this world, we're a free choice, but that doesn't mean all of our choices and our thoughts create. They have an influence, but we also have everybody else in this world who has their thoughts and feelings that that sometimes contradict or change or make things muddy. And we can just, like the pond, we can let the silt settle and find that calmness within and choose from there what is the highest and best. And it's with spirit that we know that truth that we have. I still am been contemplating Derek Rydell's quote that I gave last week about plan our lives as if we're doing the work and live our lives as if God is. Plan our life as if we're doing the work and live our lives as if God is. So this openness, we move in the world, we expand in our gratitude, our opening, in our life abundance. And I know it's gratitude that brings this resilience. So often I talk about resilience as like a rubber band. So in lives, we can be relaxed, the rubber band that's not stretched out at all. But as we move and do things, we stretch a little bit, and stretches are good for growth, for stepping out of the comfort zone. But also, if we don't experience a resilience, a rest, a re-energization, then we can become too stretched out. You've all had old rubber bands that no longer stretch, right? So we have to allow ourselves to stretch, but also contract to reflect. And in that reflection, we can find gratitude, which gives our rubber band more elasticity, more bandwidth, more resilience in life to handle adversity. So we always allow it to come back and then stretch. It's the being and doing of life. And it's this gratitude that can open us up in this way. Viktor Frankl, I often quote him, but I always inspired by him. So he was a survivor of a Holocaust, and from his experience of finding gratitude there, which is like, what? How can you find gratitude when you're in a concentration camp? He knew in the concentration camp, he'd lost his wife and one of his children, and was exposed to harsh conditions there in the concentration camp, not knowing if he would ever get out of there. And one day on a work detail of digging ditches, in like frozen dirt that was hard, it was cold outside, he happened to see a little bluebird sitting on the hill of the mound of dirt that he was stacking up. And he realized there was life. There's always life. And we can always know it to be so. No matter what's going on, there's something to be grateful for, something to affirm that there's something greater outside of us, the gift of this truth of life. And he came up with a theory that between the stimulus and response, there's a space. And in that space lies our power to choose our response. And in our response lies our growth and freedom. Gratitude keeps that space. Gratitude opens that space that allows us to respond consciously, allows us to have that space for growth and freedom and resilience. And I think that's so important for us to remember that it lies in there. And what else I know is that gratitude sends ripples out into the universe. So from where we are, what we open up to, the greater truth of who we are. I mentioned yesterday we did a healing circle with the Day of the Dead celebration. And I was reminded when we were talking about that, I didn't talk about her in the circle, but I was reminded of a close friend I had in high school. She was a couple years older than me, and really the first person I had that there was nothing romantic between us. It was a platonic friendship, but we were very close emotionally. And I didn't grow up in a family that was shared personal things with each other. And that created a lot of, not blaming my family, but I had a lot of stuff that I needed to say, I'll say that. A lot of neuroses and angst as a teenager, and it was nice to have her to talk to. And she went off to college because, like I said, she was older than me. But then I went to the same college she went to, not because of her, but because it was close by college, a great college. And she was missing one semester, and I asked people where she was, and I found out she was sick, and she died from a brain tumor very rapidly. And it was the first person close to me that I lost. And I went to her memorial, and it was very hard for me because I didn't know how to respond. I didn't know why. I just didn't understand loss or grief. And then a few months later, I started feeling grateful for her. And I couldn't figure that out because I thought being grateful didn't make any sense because I was sad that I'd lost her. But this feeling of gratitude over the experiences we had. And this is the beauty of gratitude, that it opens us up to seeing the good that was there, even when things were not good. The loss or perhaps the actual situation was not good, but we can find good in it. Because things may not always be, quote, good, but there's always good in it. I think of this community in a lot of ways and appreciate who we are. For me, a symbol that has always represented something is something called the three gems or the three jewels of Buddhism. And what they are, you can see them in this Venn diagram, is the Buddhists call it Buddha nature or divine connection, and they find that through their spiritual practice. There's also to the left side in the blue, the wisdom teachings that they study, and on the right, harmonious community, their Sangha. So to me, this is a representation of our own community, that we have spiritual practice together as a community, that we seek the divine connection. We have teachings here on Sunday during classes and workshops. We often are reading on our own books of things. Somebody just recommended a book to me this morning. People are always doing that, and we have this community. So it is this harmonious thing, and Buddhists will say in the middle, in this diagram, is the divine itself. And I know this continues, and Buddhism has this symbol here, the most common one, called the Om symbol or something like that. But they also have a teaching symbol that I prefer to use, just like we have a teaching symbol that's not really our religious symbol, like a cross or something, or the moons of Islam. But this idea, this symbol here is a depiction of the three. It's another way of doing the Buddhist symbols of the three jewels. And for me, this symbol, which is actually a Celtic knot, has become the symbol for this community for me. Because it has this triune nature that the Celtics believed that was interconnected in all ways, and yet it has the 3 points of a triangle that is about spiritual practice, divine nature that we explore, the wisdom teachings, and the community. So this, you're going to be seeing this symbol more and more. We're going to talk about it at the dinner on Saturday, and I just want to recognize that gratitude itself is transformational, and how we practice it, the art of gratitude, of a grateful heart, is transformational. It's in ripples out into the universe, and it makes a difference. So let's go to prayer. What I know in this moment is there is always good. Good in all things. Good in this creative aspect of God that is in us and around us. And we gratefully know it's true that there is only one. We're gratefully knowing that Spirit is moving through us, that gratefully knowing that Spirit is hearing our prayer request for healing, revelation, clarity, just a greater knowing of joy and peace in our lives, to comfort us in times of confusion and stress, and to lift us up when we need a greater revitalization. Spirit is there, and we are grateful for this today. And we know it is already true by simply affirming it. And in that gratitude of knowing it is so, we declare together, and so it is.
Sitting on the front porch, sipping my tea. Sun through the treetops is smiling at me. It's smiling at me. Smiling at me. Chilling in the garden by the fruit trees. Wind through the hillside is waving at me. It's waving at me. Waving at me. Take some time and watch your world align. When you forget your cares, you'll feel just fine. Swimming in the river, feeling carefree. Birds on the water are singing for me. They're singing for me. Singing for me. Life is sweet if you allow it to just be. Chilling in the garden by the fruit trees. Wind through the hillside is waving at me. It's waving at me. Waving at me. Take some time and watch your world align. When you forget your cares, you'll feel just fine. Playing in the moonlight, feeling divine. Stars in the night sky are taking their time. They're taking their time. Taking their time.
Thank you so much. This is a time in our service when we invite you to be part of the law of circulation. Before we begin that process, I just wanted to remind you that if you plan to do a card of intention for 2026, that we would like to invite you to bring it back by next Sunday so we can begin to compile that. And thank you for considering that, because by declaring what you're hoping to give in 2026, it helps us plan our budget. And the other thing I wanted to say is when I do a contribution or I pay a bill, I always, whether it's online or writing a check, I always write thank you on it because it's a way of gratitude. So I invite you to be a part of that too, even if it's, you know, PG&E. I am grateful for electricity and heat and cool, right? So that's good. So if we could have our ushers come forward. What I know about our law of circulation is that the law of circulation is not ours, that we open up to Spirit by giving and receiving, and we receive more because that's how the nature of the universe works. So we're grateful for your contribution for us, for opening up and supporting our vision and mission. So we raise our hand, we put our hand over our heart representing that which we've given in the past or we're giving today, and we say, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate, and so it is.
I am thankful, so thankful. Ooh, sing that with me. I am thankful, so thankful. Ooh, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am. I am so thankful. I am joyful, so joyful. Ooh, I am joyful, so joyful. Ooh, I am, I am, I am. I am so joyful.
Thank you, thank you. We also like to acknowledge people who might be here for the first time today. We just want to give you a gift of gratitude for being here and let you know a little bit more about our community. So if you're willing to raise your hand to let you know this is your first time, then we have things for you. Anybody here for the first time? Okay, well, we also welcome anybody who might be here online for the first time. Thank you for being with us today. So we have a blessing today for all of us, and we simply say, I bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. They are grateful for your presence in our community. And so it is. And, I forgot, it's the first Sunday of the month. So does anybody have a birthday this month in November? Got birthdays here, birthdays, anybody else? Birthdays back here. Mary's birthday was the first, was Saturday. That was yesterday, right? Gosh. Anybody else? Anniversaries in November? Yes. 13 years. Congratulations. Anybody else anniversaries? Yes. Whoa. Anybody else? We also honor anybody who has a sobriety birthday, a recovery birthday. We know that's anonymous, but we know that is a clear and courageous path, and we honor you in that. So thank you. So happy birthday, happy anniversary, everybody. And then let's have our kids come forward. And also our practitioners can come forward at the same time. Practitioners. Oh, great.
So the children were busy today, and we taught them some science of mind principles. We picked one of them, and we have a spokesperson here. So the 4 principles of science of mind, and you want to read it? That's either.
You want me to hold it, honey?
Would you like the microphone?
Yeah, let's bring the microphone over. Tony, can you grab the microphone?
Here you go. Again,
We're just gonna read one.
just read this one.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
third
Just gonna
one.
I'll hold it.
read one. We're gonna try to get them all on different Sundays.
Okay.
Today.
Can we get the mic on?
Blue mic?
There it is.
Sean's trying to be in.
Everything is
Either.
either a call for love or an expression for love. No, exceptions.
All right. Can you hold that for me? That's great. Come on over here, big guy. All right, so we have our blessing for our kids today. So we raise our hands and we say, we love you, we care about you, and we're here from you. Those are awesome.
Drummer girls.
Yeah. Great drums. That's great. I bet their parents are really appreciating that. No, they're not. Thank you for practitioners. There will be prayers after the service, and if we all stand for our community affirmation. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
I am led by Spirit.
I am led by Spirit.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I'm protected by love.
I am protected by love.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am so grateful.
I am so grateful.
And so it is.
So it is.
And now our closing song.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
So as we go forth, let's be grateful, creating new and transformation, and all is well. Have a great Sunday.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. I am happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. I am happy. I am happy.